Wow, I'm completely blown away. I'm sorry, I'm starting the video. Let's get it together. What up, traders? What up, investors? Ken here from Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. As you can see in the title, it's going to be very straightforward. We're looking at CCIV, aka Lucid Motors. Has literally exploded to the upside in a rocket ship. Again, we're going to be talking about rocket ships a little bit here with the NASA shirt on. Really looking at and understanding on the evaluation to kind of look at the prices, the other various components that we can see for Lucid and the evaluation. They got nearly $12 billion valuation. Again, can the stock continue to run higher? Is it going to drop off because the merger hasn't been announced? Are those folks that are holding the stock just for the merger announcement going to be taking out? Of course, like you're going to have paper hands, you're going to have diamond hands. That's the market. You're going to have that transition between different groups of folks that have different, that basically have different periscopes. They have different ships. They have different opinions. They have different overall ideas on stocks. So we definitely could see a pullback here. We can see it continue going higher. There's so many different components here that we can really see on how CCIV plays out. So looking at maybe a little bit of the fundamental side of things, let's kind of jump in here. We're going to be looking at just a Seeking Alpha, very simplistic bullet points. I like to highlight these as well. Of course, the SPAC, CCIV, which is the vehicle to be taking Lucid Motors. Again, if you're not familiar with Lucid Motors, please look it up. It's a very high-end luxury EV company that's going to be trying to compete with BMW, Audi, Mercedes, and Tesla and Lexus, and really just kind of making a very compelling high-end. Again, they're really focusing on their high-end luxury design, this sedan, which looks actually quite fantastic. Like if you haven't seen it, it's a beautiful looking car, but it's going to be a pricey one. So here's the Lucid motor. I think they call it the Air. Looks super sleek here. Again, an EV play, absolutely astonishing the way it looks, like very sleeky form. Yeah, it's going to be a very heavily priced car, but we'll see on how that overall takes within the overall market. Again, we're talking about Lucid Motors site. Let's see if that pulls up. Oh, wrong. Let's go here. There we go. So looking here on their overall site again, the car is starting at $70,000, so it's kind of in around a Model S kind of time for there. We can explore the Air. Of course, this is a very, I really like the colors, to be quite honest here. Very sleek design, of course, with the different various upgrades. I believe that with the performance and other various specs, it can easily run up to like 100. Yeah, here it is. The Air Dream Edition is basically $161,000. So that is a creme of the creme top line like sedan, without a doubt. Even if that's like that's up there with like a BMW 7 Series, an Audi A8, and like a Mercedes S-Class kind of sedan. And this is really what they're going after. I'm just really making this going after the high-end consumer, kind of somewhat similar to what Tesla did. Like Tesla was going after the sports car enthusiasts, the high-end folks, again with the Model S and Model X. And then once they were able to get enough funding, worked out a lot of their quirks within manufacturing, because again, manufacturing and logistics is not a simple task. Just look at the whole story of how Tesla had to go through multiple times. So Tesla, I believe, really helped bridge the gap and really helping new car companies be started. So you see that with Lucid, NIO, XPEV in China, and NIO in China. Of course, a lot of other companies, that being said. So let's kind of dive into the stock here in the chart here, which is really what you kind of came by here. Again, the CEO, the CEO and the chief technology officer, it's one person, announced that the merger was happening. Of course, we're going to dive into a 1-minute chart. This is actually, get ready to squint your eyes. It gets a little crazy here. Again, it jumped up from basically that $41 to $40 price target, or sorry, take today. Again, within 3 minutes, it hit $55, and this kind of continued to kind of consolidate there. So that's a good sign. So we didn't get it to really move up so high and then kind of just come come crashing back down. It's consolidating. It's kind of holding in that $50 range, which some people were kind of hinting at and looking for potentially. If you look at the options chain, you can't. The highest option is bought in the near term is $60 that you'd even get. So that was a pretty rambunctious amount of volume coming in today. Of course, you can see here on just the February ones, those just came available today. That you look at the amount of volume, we're seeing 42, nearly 43, and 16,000 volume on these options. Again, basically going from $0 to $5, $0 to $4 here. Even going further out into the March timeframes, we're seeing 10,000 to 26,000 of those contracts already being gobbled up. So people super hyped, super excited. Congratulations to the folks at Lucid being able to partner with that SPAC to bring them public, and I wish them all the best. That being said, I own a little tiny bit of the position. I know some other folks that own substantially larger positions. There's a couple folks in the Discord that have like thousands of shares. There's some folks that I know personally that also have thousands of shares and options on it. With CCIV, where are we going to be heading next? What can happen? What's going to happen? Okay, so this is what we talked about towards the beginning of the hour, or the beginning of the video, on the sense of like, hey, there's going to be different folks. There's going to be folks that are just that bought in around that $30 to $32, maybe even bought at $10. And now, since the merger has been announced, they're out. They're going to take their cash, put it in their pocket, and they're going to walk away and go to the next SPAC or whatever next play. But then you're going to have people who are going to be sticking around a little bit. Again, really seeing on how it plays out, if they really believe in the company, and those factors could continue to kind of drive it higher. With that being said, we can really do a deep dive on the overall volume profile. So majority, the largest amount of shares in the volume point of control is around $18. So 18 to 19 to $20 is a very large spikes of amount of shares that were acquired. So as you can see here on the way up here, that hasn't been too many shares acquired. There was a little bit acquired here around $30. So be very mindful of that. So most people who were excited about this got in basically in around this spike up here around that $18 to $20 range. So that's an easy double and then some change for them to potentially have money to play with. So being mindful, everyone's human. We could see some people take some profit off the table, all kinds of things. Especially being a SPAC, a lot of people don't know how the understanding of how everything's going to be turning out. So the deal hasn't been announced. It hasn't been closed yet. So meaning that if you look at the article, we saw that the $12 billion valuation with some room of potentially or adding a little bit more premium to it due to the PIPE sale. So if they can find more investors to be able to put money into it, that deal could potentially raise up on the overall deal size. And they're trying to get it closed, I think they said this month or early next month, to really see this basically where CCIV would change into the company's name. I don't like to bring these things up, but we have to look at Nikola. So Nikola, again, this was a very large move. We saw it basically, this seems insane here. It had that announcement. It ran up to like that $35, $40. You see that kind of run here. But once it got that momentum and that crazy FOMO going, it ran up all the way to $93. Completely insane, I would say the least. Don't get me wrong. I was trading this up here. This was it was fantastic. With that being said, could we see this with CCIV or Lucid stock? Maybe. I think that this is the amount of popularity that people are focusing on the stock is really gangbusters here, and really just seeing a lot of folks super excited about it. Love to see more competition in the market with Tesla. Again, we haven't talked about an engineer that was formerly at Tesla, bringing his knowledge and everything and other folks within the industry to a competitor to Tesla. We'll see. Again, their factory looks absolutely fabulous here in Arizona. So seeing that to kind of, again, not making the constant connection with Nikola, where these guys actually have a factory that's not just a dig site, but this is again their factory here. They're making a huge facility where they're actually going to be doing a lot of the stuff like you saw with Tesla, A lot of the stuff is custom designed, built in house, rolling their own sheets of aluminum, all kinds of things. And this is a beautiful little picture here, December of 18, and then November of 2020. You're actually seeing it up and operational. See cars outside, people are working, people are churning away those fantastic looking cars again. It's a beautiful looking stuff here. These look fantastic here. These must be one of those special edition ones with that there. Again, guys, thank you so very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. We'll see on how Lucid turns out. I hope all well for everyone that was able to stay and hold into this deal and have those diamond hands. If you want to take money off the table, take money off the table. Like I'm not going to be the one. I can't really give you advice because it's not legally allowed, but do whatever feels comfortable for you, and don't feel like you just basically the comfort where you're able to sleep at night, basically. Anyways, that being said, before you go, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on the way out the door and check out some of those affiliate links down below, especially the Tastyworks one. If you open up an account of $2,000 or more, you have 100 free shares or 10 free options to have on your opening of your account. All right, ladies and gentlemen, catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.